In this video, I'm going to show you how to manipulate photos in GIMP using a simple, non-destructive workflow that keeps your edits flexible, realistic, and easy to fix if something goes wrong. Whether you want to remove objects, swap backgrounds, blend multiple images together, retouch imperfections, or reshape parts of a photo, GIMP gives you the tools to do it all without needing expensive software. If you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more step-by-step software tutorials just like this one. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is set up your project the right way by working non-destructively. That means never editing your original image directly. Instead, use layers so you can isolate changes, compare versions, and undo mistakes without damaging your base photo. To begin, go up to File, then choose Open as Layers. This lets you bring multiple images into one workspace, which is especially useful if you're building a composite or replacing a background. Once your image is in the project, go to the Layers panel on the right, right-click your background layer and choose Duplicate Layer. You can also use the shortcut Ctrl+Shift+D. This gives you a clean backup in case you need to revert later. If you want to paint overlays, add graphics, or make adjustments safely, create a new transparent layer by going to Layer, then New Layer, and set the fill type to transparency. Working this way gives you far more control and keeps your edits editable. Now that your layers are ready, the next step is isolating the parts of the image you want to manipulate. This is where selection tools become incredibly useful. If you need to remove a background, swap out an object, or separate your subject from the rest of the image, you need a clean selection. One of the fastest tools for this is the Fuzzy Select tool, which you can activate with the U key. This works a bit like a magic wand, selecting adjacent areas of similar color. If the selection is too tight or too loose, adjust the threshold slider in the tool options until it catches the right amount of detail. For more manual control, use the Free Select tool with the L key. This is great for organic shapes, irregular outlines, and objects with uneven edges. You simply click around your subject to place anchor points and close the selection when you're done. If your subject is more complex, like hair, fur, or detailed silhouettes, the Foreground Select tool can help you extract it more naturally. With this tool, you trace a rough outline around the subject, then paint over the main interior details so GIMP can detect what belongs in the foreground. It takes a little practice, but it's powerful when you want cleaner cutouts. Once you've isolated an object, masking is the secret to blending it into a new scene without permanently deleting pixels. This is one of the most important techniques in photo manipulation because it gives you freedom to hide, reveal, and refine details at any time. To add a mask, right-click the layer you want to control and choose Add Layer Mask, then select White, which gives you full opacity to start. After that, choose the brush tool with the B key, set your foreground color to pure black, and paint over the areas you want to hide. If you erase too much, just switch your brush color to white and paint the details back in. That's the beauty of masks. Nothing is permanently destroyed. You can also use the gradient tool with the G key to softly fade the edges of a mask. A black to white gradient is perfect for blending skies, creating smooth horizon transitions, or making two different photos appear like they belong together. If you want realistic compositing, masks are absolutely essential. After your subject is placed correctly, the next big step is matching the lighting, exposure, contrast, and color so everything looks like it came from the same photo. This is what separates a believable edit from one that looks obviously edited. Start with the Levels tool by going to Colors, then Levels. Here, you'll see a histogram that shows the tonal range of the image. Move the black and white sliders inward until they touch the edges of the data curve. This helps remove flat, washed out areas and gives the image more definition. If you need more control, open the Curves tool under Colors, then Curves. This lets you fine-tune brightness and contrast across different tonal ranges. Click the line to add anchor points, then gently lift the middle tones to brighten the image or create a soft S-curve to increase contrast. If the colors still don't match, use hue chroma or saturation under colors to shift or reduce specific color ranges. This is useful if you want to change shirt colors, balance skin tones, adjust grass, or reduce distracting color casts. A realistic composite usually depends on these subtle color corrections more than anything else. Now let's move into retouching and warping, which is where photo manipulation starts to feel more advanced. If you want to clean up skin blemishes, remove dust, erase wires, or fix small imperfections, use the healing tool with the H key. Hold Ctrl and click on a clean nearby area to sample the texture, then brush over the floor. GIMP blends the sample texture with the surrounding light and detail, making the repair look natural. If you need to remove a larger distraction or copy one part of an image over another, use the clone tool with the C key. Just control-click to sample the source area, then paint over the unwanted object. This is especially helpful for cleaning up edges, backgrounds, and repeating patterns. If you want to go beyond cleanup and actually reshape the image, the Warp Transform tool is what you need. Go to Tools, then Transform Tools, then Warp Transform. Click and drag directly on the photo to push, stretch, shrink, or bend parts of the image. You can use this to subtly adjust clothing, change silhouettes, or create a more dynamic look. Just be careful not to overdo it, because realism is all about subtlety. The best way to think about manipulating photos in GIMP is to work in layers. Select carefully, mask instead of erase, match the tones, and then retouch the final details. If you follow that workflow, you can create convincing edits without losing control of your project. And because you're working non-destructively, you can always go back and make changes later. That's one of the biggest advantages of using GIMP for photo editing and compositing. If this tutorial helped you learn how to manipulate photos in GIMP, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more easy GIMP tutorials, photo editing tips, and beginner-friendly design guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.